Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So I just wanted to update you. This probably won't be a super long video. I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm doing with that fall journal that I was working on. I finished the little pocket that's going to go on the front. So you can see I put all the little flowers or whatever you would want those to be, just the little dots. And remember, I needle felted all this. So if you haven't seen the two videos before this one, you're probably going to want to go watch those if you want to know how I did this. So it's all needle felted onto a wool pant pocket, and then I put seam binding around the pocket, and I'm going to put this on the front of my journal, and then I'll have like a little tuck spot to put a neat tag, or I don't know, whatever I decide to put in there. But this is all finished and it's very dimensional, as you can see. Okay, and then I went looking for paper that I would like to use with this kit, and obviously I wanted something fall and, you know, autumny, that type of thing. And so I looked at all different digital kits, and I found Artie Mays' kit from, I think, about 10 months to a year ago or something like that. She did this kit, so this isn't brand new, and to a lot of people it may be old news, but it's just, I have just started getting into digital kits. I finally got a new printer that works wonderfully, and so I'm kind of excited because I did Tracy Fox's, and then now I've printed out this Artie Mays one. And this kit is amazing. I mean, the colors are just beautiful, and so I've already started my signatures, and I haven't really done any decorating or anything. I just wanted to show you guys this kit's amazing. It comes with all kinds of cool pockets and just different papers, and like all these little tags that you can cut out. And then this is the traveler's notebook size, but I'm just using these papers, you know, because I like them. But I did get the full size ones as well, and they're like at this. And so like this one I printed on just regular printer paper, cream colored printer paper, and these are more on the thicker cardstock right here. So that is an amazing kit. I fussy cut last night, and I have all of this that I can use in this journal, and it's all just beautiful colors. There's a lot of these little like old-fashioned postcards, and I kind of did them small because this isn't a huge journal, and so this is just kind of the size that I wanted. But you can see there's like acorns and all kinds of stuff, like old ads. It's just amazing. There's pockets. Oh, these are really cool. There's these mason jars, and I thought it would be fun to fold them and make them into like a little book or something, but I'll show you guys all that when I get all that part done. I have a ways to go. I made some signatures, and I wanted to show this paper that I made because it is coffee stained, but I used a little food coloring in it. I used red and yellow to make it a little more orange, so you'll be able to see up to this orange. It definitely took the color. And so let me show you a piece that isn't orange. So here's one that's not orange, and I don't know, can you see the difference there? I think you can. So this one just has a little bit more of an orange hue to it, so I thought that was kind of fun. I just, to my coffee, I added red and yellow food dye and then a little hot water, and it worked great. So if you want to try that. It was a lot of fun. Alright, so that is where I'm at with this journal, and I think I'm going to do the cover with the wool, and I'm going to do a hidden binding, and I might do a video on that as well. But I thought today I'd just kind of play with some napkins, because I got some napkins for fall. I thought I'd do a little washi tape of my own. Sorry, I wasn't super prepared for this because I've just been working on making those signatures, and cutting. So I didn't get super prepared for this, but I wanted to do this real quick before my kids are home from school. And then the craziness begins. So And this, I've done a video on this already, but I just thought I'd work on it and chat with you guys for just a couple minutes, and then I'll move on. I did not get on Tracy Fox's design team. I'm a little sad. She's awesome. But I am so happy for the people that did. They're probably completely jazzed, as I would be. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what they come up with. I think it'll be a lot of fun to watch. So, sorry, I'm making a mess, I think, here. I need a scissors. All I have is my fabric scissors right here, so I don't want to use those. I'm going to use these horrible ones instead. All my good scissors are downstairs because I was cutting away last night, as I mentioned. But yeah, that kit by Artie Mays, and like I said, I know it's not one of her new ones, and maybe everybody's already done their thing with that and don't want to, but if you're looking to do some fall pages, that is a beautiful kit, and the colors just come out amazing with all the red, and she did so much work with all the, finding all the tags and cool things for it. I was pretty impressed with that. So, yeah, my husband bought me a new printer this last weekend, so I was very happy because our old one would just put weird red lines through everything. So you'd think you were getting a good printing of something, and then you would look at it and there were like red lines through people's faces when you try to print pictures, and I don't know, it was just, it was over 11 years old, and I think it was just tired, but we mostly used it like for kids' homework or, you know, office type stuff, and this does not want to separate. And I just think it was just tired, and we just needed to get a new one. And the ink for it was so outrageously expensive. I'm just going to tear this a little bit right here, see if I can't get it separated, because this side doesn't have any of the print on it anyway. That's the tricky part about these. You know, sometimes they come apart really easy, and other times they just don't want to. You'll have to excuse my fingernails because I was coffee staining some more paper this morning, and so I'm kind of orange and brown and gross. Well, we may not be doing this after all. It just doesn't want to separate. Let me try one of the other ones. I apologize. I did not know that that was going to be so difficult. I usually can get them apart. And I know there's the whole tape trick and all that, but so I also wanted to say sorry to you guys for when I was making that video with the needle felting. I tend to hold it close to me sometimes when I'm needle felting, and so I know that there were a few parts that were out of frame, and I apologize. I tried to fast forward through some of that for you in the video, but some of it was kind of unavoidable. So if I do a needle felting one again, if you guys want to see more, I will try a lot harder to keep in frame. Well, my goodness, this is silliness. I cannot. I think I finally got it on this one. So we're just going to use this one. They really are making them so they stay together now, I guess. So I hope everybody had a good long weekend and that your week has been going well. I thought we were out of the heat here in the west, but unfortunately it has returned with a vengeance today. So I kind of feel bad for my kids. As I mentioned last time, they're going to go to band practice, marching band practice tonight, and they're not going to be happy when they get home. So, but such is the life of marching band, so not a lot that anybody can do about that. I'll get a little water on here and they'll tear apart easier. So if you guys haven't seen this, and I'm sure you have, Artie Mays, I know, does a video on this, and so do a few other people, but if you get the napkin a little bit wet, and I've done one before too, it tears easier. It's probably not news because it's like any paper that you, if you wet it, it tears easier. So, anyways. I love when fall comes. It's one of my favorite times of year. I love all the decorations and the leaves and the pumpkins, and it's just, oh, my favorite. I love it because it starts to cool down a little. I don't like cold, so I'm not crazy about winter, but I definitely like the fall. So, do my lazy man way of doing this. I just put a little glue and take this. You just, like I talked about in my past video that I did with this, you just really want to try not to get too much water. I just have plain water in a glass jar, and I'm just trying to stay kind of on top of the tape for this. I just put these on. Sorry, this isn't anything new that I'm doing today. I just wanted to kind of update so that people don't think I quit working on this journal. And if anybody's interested and you comment below, I had one comment of somebody that wants to know how to do the needle felting. So I'll probably do like a pumpkin or maybe some more leaves or something like that when I'm done doing this journal. So if you're interested in that, just please comment below so I know that that is something people are interested in and I'm not like boring everybody to death. So I really do like it, but I know that sometimes it's not fun to just watch people do that for ever. You can see it could get a little bit boring, tedious. But if you want to see it, I would love to do it because I really do like it. I just want part of this pumpkin here on there too. Oops, I'm out of frame again. Keep doing that, sorry. Everybody's gonna be yelling at me. Stay in frame. I'm trying. You just stink at it. This is called Lazy Man's way of doing this. I don't even make up any, everybody makes their own like decoupage or whatever you call it, and Mod Podge, and I lazily just do this. But it seems to work just fine, so I don't see the point in having a whole container of it sitting around. Okay, now the only issue I'm going to have is this. Oopsie, see, that's a bad idea. Is overlapping, so I think I'm just going to move down to this one and then I'll let that one dry and then I'll do another one. I know this isn't news, so I was really excited to find that Artie Mays. Another one, Mrs. Coggs has a really pretty fall, like ladies, old-fashioned like 1800s type ladies in dresses in the leaves, and it was beautiful. But with doing the kind of rustic cover that I'm doing, I didn't really think that that one went as well as this one does, so that's why I went for that one. And I know this seems really random doing this way, but I realized with washi tape you're only usually using a little snippet or a piece of it, and so I feel like you don't need a whole picture or anything like that on there. If you know, you can only get part of the pumpkin or whatever. I don't think it matters because you aren't going to get the full picture no matter how you do it. So I think it works fine to just, you know, show little snippets, because that's all you're going to end up usually using anyway. I don't know, maybe people use it differently than I do, but I just find that I never use like a whole long line of washi tape really. She's a little piece here and there. I did in this album though, because some of my papers were wanting to tear. I'll show you. I have, there's one of my, let me find it, this kind of paper that I did, and this is that kitty paper that was in an composition notebook. I put some washi tape down the whole spine of that because it kept trying to come apart right there. So just a way to hold the paper together so whoever gets this journal won't end up with, you know, their pages just randomly falling out. Because that wouldn't be fun. I'm going to try, I'm not super computer savvy, so I'm just not great with technology. I think it just bores me out of my mind, and so I just can't do it. But I'm going to try to open an Etsy shop. So if anybody's interested in my journals or anything else that I make, let me know and I will try to get that going here soon. Kids are back in school, but I'm working too, so I work mostly in the morning and I usually have part of the afternoon off, and so I'm going to try to get that up and running before the kids get home or something, because then we're always off and going a million different places. So anyways, so I'm going to let those dry before I do the middle ones. So I think they're looking kind of cool. Set them back here. I have the biggest mess in the world going on. I mean, if you could see my craft area right now, you'd just probably laugh. It is just a disaster. I'm going to take this one and do a little napkin applique on it. And I think I'll just use the rest of this. Okay, so I think I'm going to come down here. I don't want all this plain part because there's really no point in that. And I don't care if it's totally perfect because it just doesn't matter to me on that part. I know people are probably screaming because of the way I do this, but it works for me, so. Take the easy way out sometimes. It just can make life more relaxing. I mean, if you can. Some things you can't, obviously. But no point in making life more difficult than it has to be, in my opinion. It's already difficult enough. And there is a wrinkle in this piece of paper, and so this napkin's just going to follow it entirely, which is what you would expect. Okay, and when I do the glue on top, it'll probably stick down a little bit better. Get all the way out to those edges so that they stick good. I'm going to put a little under here because I think I missed that a little. I use a paper plate, as you can see. I'd like to have some fancy, I mean, I guess this mat that I have, I could probably do it on there, but that just would require cleaning it again and again. And so I will leave these edges hanging off for now, and then later I'll come back and fix that so that they're not hanging over. And I can just lay that there for right now. And it will dry. And then let's see, I have another one I want to do. I got this out of Edith Holden. I love all of her stuff. I put a page in here too, in each of the signatures. It's just beautiful. But that September came from some of her stuff. I don't want to cover up all my writing area, but I really love to decorate, so I'm going to do another little one. Let's see if I can get this one apart yet. Try one more time with this. Oh, I think I got it. Hallelujah. This one's really thin. These are only 2 ply ones. A lot of times they're like 3. This one's only 2, so it's kind of good. You know what? I don't really want to do that one for that. Sorry. I think I'm going to use a different one. I like this red flower in this, and that just seems to go better for September. So since it's the first part, that's just kind of what I'm going to do. And these ones come apart a little bit easier. Yeah, that came apart way easier. I don't do it. Trying to think how I want to do this, sorry. Yeah, let me do that bottom corner again. Apples and red and all that is what I think of in September. Not that it matters, it just says September. It doesn't mean a hat can only be used for September. I just get all picky about all that, I guess. I don't want all of this. Turn it up a little bit. Kind of want more of that bottom flower, but I don't want the square straight edge. I don't want this straight edge. So yeah, I will probably next week do a video on needle felting, but I'll just do like a pumpkin or something instead of the cover stuff. I mean, it's still the same principle. You're still taking the wool roving and using the needle with the barbs to poke into it, and that's really all it is. It's just that the wool naturally has barbs in it, and then with the needle with the barbs it causes it to catch and hook together, and it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and that's what causes the felting process. So it's really fairly easy, and like I said, if you start with using either, you know, a ball type thing like a pumpkin, or the cookie cutters like I showed when I did the leaves, that's probably the easiest way to start, because it just, you know, obviously is giving you a really easy foundation to go from, and you don't have to try to guess or figure it out yourself, because even some of the simplest things can be pretty hard to execute in the beginning. And then other things, I don't know, that seem really hard, I can sometimes manage, but for whatever reason, I don't know why. Alright, so I'm going to let those pages dry, and I will come back to you guys in, I don't know, tomorrow or sometime, and if I've gotten further. I don't know how much time I'm going to have this afternoon, but I will definitely try to keep you guys in the loop of what I'm doing with this journal. I'm trying to make this one more of a showing you the process instead of just showing you the end product. So I hope you're all having a great day, and if you want to see more of the needle felting, please comment below so that I know that, or if you don't, comment about that too, because either way. And please subscribe. Have a great day.